Who among us does not yearn for a life filled with purpose and fulfillment? Yet, life often feels like a paradox, a masterpiece in progress, painted with strokes of joy and shades of struggle. It is not always the grand adventure we imagine. Instead, life flows much like an ancient river, sometimes gentle and serene, offering moments of quiet reflection and, at other times, roaring with turbulence, challenging our strength and resolve. Pursuing happiness and contentment often feels elusive, as though we are trying to capture the wind. Despite our best efforts to build a flawless life, we frequently encounter moments where everything feels stagnant or hopeless, like staring into a mirror that only reflects dissatisfaction. These struggles are universal, sparing no one, regardless of age or status. A hopeful student, a determined professional, a devoted parent, each faces life's storms in their way. Yet, there is solace in knowing this truth. Life's value does not diminish because of its challenges. Instead, it is in overcoming these trials that we find meaning. By adopting the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, we can reshape our perspectives, learning to love life not despite its imperfections but because of them. This journey is not about superficial positivity or ignoring the difficulties we face. Instead, it is about cultivating a mindset that transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. Through Stoic principles, we can navigate life's uncertainties with courage and clarity, rediscovering a deep, unwavering love for the simple yet profound act of living. Let us embark on this exploration together, a journey toward a life of harmony, resilience, and inner peace. For those willing to pause and reflect, Stoicism's wisdom offers answers and a profound guide to a life well lived. Are you ready to reclaim your love for life? Let's begin. 1. The answer to a better life: finding order in the chaos. Life often unfolds like a complex tapestry, beautiful yet tangled, purposeful yet chaotic. We yearn for fulfillment, believing it lies in the milestones society prescribes: a flourishing career, a picture-perfect family, or material success. But the harsh truth is that these achievements, while valuable, often fail to deliver the lasting satisfaction we anticipate. Instead, they can leave us feeling overwhelmed and burdened by the ambitions we once embraced. The root of this dissatisfaction lies not in the milestones themselves, but in how we approach and organize them. Many unknowingly overcomplicate our lives, weaving an intricate web of commitments, goals, and expectations that become impossible to navigate. This chaotic arrangement mirrors a house filled with unused possessions, each item a reminder of our inability to let go, each corner a testament to clutter. The Stoics remind us that true contentment does not stem from acquiring more, but from simplifying and prioritizing. Marcus Aurelius once observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In this wisdom lies a profound yet often overlooked truth. While we cannot control the external chaos of life, we can master our internal response to it. This mastery begins with mindfulness, a deliberate effort to distinguish between what is essential and what is not. Imagine life as a garden. A wise gardener does not plant every seed that comes into their possession. Instead, they choose carefully, ensuring each plant has the space and resources to thrive. In the same way, we must cultivate our lives with intention, nurturing only what aligns with our values and discarding the rest. A life burdened by unnecessary pursuits is like an overgrown garden, its beauty hidden beneath its excess weight. Consider a young professional striving to prove their worth by taking on endless responsibilities, extra projects at work, social commitments, and personal goals. Despite their efforts, they find themselves exhausted, their joy eroded by stress and self-doubt. The solution is not to abandon ambition, but to refine it. By focusing on fewer, more meaningful endeavors, they can reclaim the clarity and satisfaction of doing less, but doing it well. The Stoic way is not about renouncing life's pleasures or rejecting its complexities. Instead, it is about learning to live with purpose and balance. Life ceases to feel like an endless race when we stop chasing arbitrary standards and instead align our actions with our deepest values. It becomes, instead, a journey, one where every step feels intentional, every moment significant. In embracing this perspective, we move closer to a life of harmony, where our external actions mirror our internal peace. The answer to a better life is not in the chaos of chasing everything, but in the quiet wisdom of choosing what truly matters. 2. Overcoming insecurity, embracing the unknown with Stoic clarity. Insecurity, like a silent specter, often looms over us, feeding on the uncertainties of life. It whispers doubts about our worth, choices, and even the ground we stand on. These feelings are not unique. They are a shared human experience deeply rooted in our natural desire for stability and control. Yet, the Stoics teach us that insecurity does not arise from life's uncertainties, but from our refusal to accept them. True freedom lies not in eliminating unpredictability, but in embracing it as an inevitable part of existence. Life, by its very nature, is impermanent and ever-changing. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus aptly stated, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective invites us to shift our focus from the external, events and outcomes we cannot control, to the internal, our thoughts, choices, and attitudes. Insecurity stems from clinging to what is transient and fearing the loss of things we never possessed. By accepting life's impermanence, we unlock the courage to face it without fear. Imagine a traveler navigating a dense fog. Each step forward is uncertain, and the path ahead needs to be clarified. Fear might tempt them to remain still, paralyzed by the unknown. However, the wise traveler understands that clarity emerges through movement and that only by embracing the journey can they reach their destination. Similarly, in our lives, insecurity dissipates when we stop resisting uncertainty and start engaging with it boldly. The Stoics urge us to ground ourselves in the present moment, where true strength resides. Instead of fearing potential failures or losses, we can focus on what we can control: our integrity, our effort, and our resilience. This shift allows us to see insecurity not as an enemy, but as an opportunity for growth. It teaches us to trust in our ability to adapt and overcome, regardless of our challenges. Consider the example of a young artist who hesitates to share their work, fearing judgment or rejection. Their insecurity stems not from the quality of their art, but from their attachment to others' opinions. By reframing their mindset and recognizing that external validation does not define their worth, they free themselves to create authentically. Making becomes a source of joy, unburdened by fear of criticism. Insecurity loses its power when we stop seeking perfection and instead strive for authenticity. The Stoic way is not to suppress our doubts, but to confront them with courage and clarity. By embracing life's uncertainties with an open heart, we discover that they are not obstacles to be feared but pathways to deeper understanding and fulfillment. In this way, Stoicism offers a philosophy for enduring life's challenges and a guide for thriving in the face of them. 3. The art of staying motivated, cultivating inner purpose. Motivation is often portrayed as a fleeting spark, a momentary inspiration that propels us forward. Yet, life's journey rarely offers ideal conditions to sustain this spark. The Stoics, however, saw motivation not as a gift of circumstance, but as a deliberate practice rooted in our ability to align with our inner purpose. It is not the external world that fuels our resolve, but the strength of our own choices and the clarity of our intentions. To understand true motivation, we must first reject the myth that it stems from perfect conditions or external rewards. Instead, it arises from within, a steadfast commitment to values that transcend the chaos of life. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This understanding transforms motivation from something we wait for into something we cultivate, even in adversity. Life is full of moments where we feel unmoored and disconnected from the goals we once cherished. Imagine an individual who begins their career with passion, only to find that the weight of routine dulls their initial enthusiasm over time. The Stoics would encourage such a person to return to their core values and reflect on their why. Why did they begin this journey? What purpose does their work serve, not just for themselves but for the greater good? By reconnecting with this more profound sense of meaning, motivation ceases to be a fleeting emotion and becomes a guiding principle. Consider the example of a mother balancing the demands of her career and family. There are days when exhaustion threatens to overwhelm her, when the seemingly endless tasks of the day drain her spirit. Yet, through reflection, she remembers that her efforts are rooted in love for her children, her personal growth, and the life she is building. This clarity fuels her perseverance, transforming daily struggles into acts of devotion. The Stoics also remind us that motivation is sustained through small, consistent actions rather than grand gestures. They encourage us to break free from the paralyzing grip of perfectionism, understanding that progress often begins with a single step. As the philosopher Seneca wisely noted, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." By embracing this mindset, we move forward not because the path is easy but necessary. We can draw strength from the Stoic gratitude practice in moments of doubt. Reflecting on the blessings we already possess grounds us in the present and reminds us of the abundance within our grasp. Gratitude, when combined with purposeful action, becomes a powerful antidote to despair, reigniting our passion for life even during its most challenging chapters. Ultimately, staying motivated is not about chasing fleeting highs or avoiding discomfort. It is about fostering a quiet, steady resolve, anchored in our values and nourished by a deep sense of purpose. By adopting this Stoic approach, we transform motivation from a temporary spark into an enduring flame, capable of guiding us through the storms of life with unwavering clarity and strength. 4. Becoming strong, the courage to focus on what truly matters. Life is fleeting, a brief spark in the vast cosmos quickly extinguished and easily forgotten. Yet, within this brevity lies an opportunity, a call to live fully and meaningfully. Too often, we squander this gift, entangling ourselves in trivial worries and societal expectations that drain our energy and cloud our purpose. The Stoics teach us to rise above these distractions, to cultivate an inner strength to focus on what truly matters. At the heart of this philosophy lies a profound truth. Life is not too short, but we waste so much of it. We chase illusions of success defined by others, sacrificing our peace for fleeting validation. Seneca reminds us, life is long if you know how to use it. To live wisely, we must learn to prioritize, cutting away the noise and centering ourselves on the values that bring genuine fulfillment. Imagine rowing a small boat against a rushing current. The harder you row, the more exhausted you become. Yet the shore you desire seems ever farther away. This current represents the endless demands and comparisons imposed by society. The Stoics urge us to pause, to lay down the oars, and to find the calmer waters within ourselves. It is not about abandoning effort, but redirecting it toward a course aligned with our nature and goals. To embrace this path requires courage, the courage to let go of what does not serve us and to say no to pursuits that conflict with our values. This might mean resisting the temptation to compete, even when society tells us we must. It might mean choosing simplicity over extravagance or authenticity over popularity. Like an ancient oak in a forest, we thrive not by comparing our height to others, but by rooting ourselves deeply in the soil of our purpose. This courage also extends to accepting imperfection. Life, after all, is not a perfectly scripted narrative but a dynamic, unpredictable experience. By letting go of the need for control, we free ourselves to embrace life as it is, a mixture of joy and sorrow, triumph and failure. This acceptance allows us to live with grace, unburdened by unrealistic expectations. The Stoics remind us that living fully does not require extraordinary circumstances or monumental achievements. It involves mindfulness and intention in the ordinary moments of life. If you love art, create without waiting for the perfect inspiration. If you cherish family, spend time with them without waiting for an ideal occasion. Life's meaning is found in the simple, deliberate acts that reflect our true essence. Focusing on what truly matters transforms our fleeting existence into something timeless. We learn to live not as slaves to external pressures, but as individuals rooted in purpose and clarity. In doing so, we embody the strength the Stoics revered. Not the strength to dominate others, but to live authentically, with courage and integrity. This is the path to a life of peace and profound fulfillment. 5. Master the power of resilience, transforming adversity into strength. Resilience is not an inherent gift but a cultivated skill, a quiet strength forged in the fires of adversity. It is the ability to face life's trials with grace and emerge intact and transformed. For the Stoics, resilience is the cornerstone of a meaningful life, enabling us to endure challenges and find purpose even in the face of pain. At its core, resilience begins with a simple yet profound shift in perspective. The realization that while we cannot control the external forces shaping our lives, we can master our responses to them. Epictetus observed, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This truth liberates us from the grip of fear and helplessness, empowering us to see obstacles not as barriers but as opportunities for growth. Imagine a tree battered by fierce winds. Its branches sway, and its leaves may fall, but its roots grow deeper, anchoring it firmly to the earth. This is the essence of resilience, not resistance to the storm, but adaptation and growth. Similarly, when we face life's inevitable hardships, resilience allows us to bend without breaking and to find strength in our capacity to endure and adapt. Stoicism offers practical tools to nurture this inner strength. The dichotomy of control teaches us to focus on what we can influence, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while accepting what lies beyond our reach. This clarity helps us conserve energy for meaningful pursuits rather than wasting it on futile resistance. Negative visualization, another Stoic practice, encourages us to imagine potential challenges, not to dwell in fear, but to prepare our minds for adversity. By facing these scenarios in our thoughts, we develop the mental fortitude to confront them calmly when they arise. Gratitude is also a vital component of resilience. Even in moments of struggle, there are lessons to be learned and blessings to be acknowledged. The Stoics remind us that painful hardships often reveal our most profound strengths and accurate values. Reflecting on these lessons fosters a sense of purpose and connection, helping us navigate difficulties with a clear and steady heart. Consider the story of a woman who loses her livelihood in an unexpected economic downturn. At first, despair overwhelms her, but with time, she turns to reflection. She recalls her long-forgotten passion for teaching, a calling she had set aside to pursue financial security. Embracing her love for education, she begins tutoring, gradually building a new career rooted in her values. What seemed like an impossible loss transforms into an opportunity to realign her life with her purpose. This is the power of resilience, seeing the seed of renewal within the ashes of despair. Ultimately, resilience is more than a means of survival. It is a pathway to a deeper, more fulfilling existence. It teaches us that life's trials, while painful, are not the enemy. They are the sculptors of our character, shaping us into stronger, wiser versions of ourselves. By mastering resilience, we learn to face life with courage and clarity, finding beauty even amid struggle. The Stoic way is not to deny the pain of life, but to embrace it as an integral part of our journey. When we cultivate resilience, we unlock the profound truth that every challenge carries the potential for transformation. In doing so, we discover the strength to endure and the wisdom to thrive. Let this be our guiding principle. What stands in the way becomes the way. Through resilience, we turn obstacles into stepping stones, walking a path of purpose, growth, and enduring. Conclusion: life is a mosaic of challenges, triumphs, and quiet moments of reflection, a journey that demands courage and wisdom. Through the lens of Stoicism, we uncover a profound truth. Life's most significant obstacles are not hindrances but opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with our inner values. It is not the absence of hardship that defines a fulfilling life, but the ability to face it with resilience, clarity, and grace. The principles of Stoicism are timeless, offering a roadmap to navigate the complexities of modern existence. They remind us to focus on what we can control, embrace impermanence, and cultivate gratitude even amid struggle. These practices empower us to rediscover a love for life, not because it is free of challenges, but because we learn to see those challenges as stepping stones to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As you reflect on these ideas, ask yourself, how can you begin incorporating Stoic wisdom into your daily life? Perhaps it's through practicing mindfulness, simplifying your pursuits, or finding joy in the present moment. The journey may seem daunting, but remember, every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to a life of purpose and fulfillment. If this exploration of Stoicism has inspired you, let us walk this path together. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What resonates with you? What challenges have you faced, and how have you overcome them? Your story could become the spark that inspires someone else to take their first step toward a more meaningful life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to continue this journey of growth and self-discovery. By subscribing, you join a community dedicated to exploring ancient wisdom and applying it to modern life. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and together, let's uncover the tools to live with courage, purpose, and inner peace. Thank you for being part of this meaningful exploration. Remember, the wisdom of the Stoics is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. Let's embrace it, one moment at a time, and rediscover the beauty and strength that lies within. See you in the following video.